Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Anggi Hepita Putri. My student identification number is 6324139, majoring in accounting, University of Bina Saranainformaτικα, Kaliabang. So guys, in this video there are two parts. For the first part is a speech about the diversity of Indonesia cuisine, and for the second part I will explain about countable nouns. Let's start with a speech about the diversity of Indonesia cuisine. Indonesia is a land of abundance, not only rich in culture, ethnic groups, and languages, but also in its culinary heritage. From Sabang in the west to Merauke in the east, every region has its own unique dishes, reflecting its history, traditions, and natural resources. For example, rendang from West Sumatra, which has been recognized as one of the most delicious foods in the world, symbolize the patience and wisdom of the Minangkabau people. In Java, we have gudeg, a sweet and tender dish that reflects the gentle nature of the people of Yogyakarta. In eastern Indonesia, such as Papua, there is papeda, a staple food made from sago, which shows the local wisdom in utilizing nature's offerings. This culinary diversity is not just about taste, it is also about identity. Food is a part of culture that unites us in our differences. When we taste dishes from other regions, we are actually open a window to understand the way of life, values, and pride of its people. Therefore, let us preserve and promote Indonesia's culinary treasures, not only by enjoying them, but also by learning about them, sharing them, and taking pride in them. In closing, may we all continue to love Indonesia more deeply, including through the rich flavors found on every plate. That's all. Thank you guys. Well, let's move on to the second part, which is an explanation of countable nouns. So guys, what is a countable nouns? Countable nouns are things which can be counted. That means that when there is more than one of them, you need to add s. Countable nouns can also be singular and can also be plural. Okay, singular in countable nouns. In the singular in countable nouns, there are singular articles such as a, an, and the. If there is an article a, when the noun begins with consonant sound, like I have a book, this is a pen. If there is an article an, when the noun begins with vowel sounds, like there is an apple, I have an egg. For the last one is if there is an article the mean is explain something was mentioned before. The example is I have a book. The book is nice. I eat an apple. The apple is sweet. Next is plural in countable nouns. Plural in countable nouns is divided into two: regular plural nouns and irregular plural nouns. First is regular plural nouns. When adding s, just add the letter s at the end of the word. Like book become books, apple become apples. And then for the example of sentences, I carry 4 books in my bag. 4 books. Don't forget to add s. in the word of book. Next is adding es. When nouns ending in the letters S, X, Z, CH, and SH. For example, class become classes, brush become brushes. For example of sentences is, in my school there are only 3 classes. Nouns ending in the letter O can use S or ES. For the example, the word of tomato, it's become tomatoes, and then bamboo become bamboos. For the example of sentences, my mom is cutting 2 tomatoes. Next, adding IES when nouns ending consonant plus letter Y. For the example, the word of baby become babies, fly become flies. For the example of sentences, my sister has 2 babies. And for the last one, ending VES, when nouns ending in the letter F or FE. For example, there are calf, wife, calf become calves, wife become wives. And then for the example of sentences is, there are 3 calves. The second is irregular plural nouns. There are food, child, mouse, fish, and woman. Food become feed, not foods, but feed. Child, not childs, but children. And mouse, not mouses, but mice. Fish, it's same, fish. And then woman become women. For the example of sentences, my brother keeps 3 mice. Next is adverbs of quantity for countable noun. Adverbs of quantity, there are many, fewer, more, some. Many, the mean is a large of quantity of something. For example, there aren't many cars on the highway today. Next is fewer. The mean is a small quantity of something. Like, there should be fewer cars. And then more, as a comparative greater in quantity. There are more students in this class than last year. And then some is a non-specific number of objects. For example, can I get some eggs? Well, I think that's enough my explanation about countable nouns. I apologize if there are still shortcomings, and don't forget correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you guys, and see you on the next videos.